Alright guys, so because it's so obvious in these times, one doesn't need to say that all these news stories that you see, breaking news stories, like take for example mass shootings, explosions. When you see those type of stories on the news, it's pretty obvious that it shows us the times that we are living in. But in this video, what I want to talk to you guys about is specifically the news. If you see the way how the news drop these stories, when they're not doing it in patterns, take for example, this wasn't the example that I had in mind. Plane incidents. At one point, the way how the news was dropping these plane incidents, they had people thinking that there was an increase in plane crashes, an increase in planes skidding on the runways. You guys know what I mean? But then people got to find out that's not the case. There's not an increase in plane crashes. As a matter of fact, aircraft crashes are low. And this is an argument that people who hate who they call so-called conspiracy theorists, that's the argument that they always throw out there when talking about this topic. So that right there is an example of the news dropping these stories in patterns. They don't only do this, but when something happens, like take for example, when something very big happens, and I know that they have to do this sometimes, but they don't have to do this all the time. When something big happens, it's like they tell you what happened, and that's just as much as you're going to know. They know what happened. They know the rest of the details, but they slowly release these details. And you can tell that it has something to do with money. You can tell that it has something to do with the higher ups telling them the way how to do things. It's pretty clear. Another thing that the news do, there'll be some things that happen years back. Take for example Tupac's murder. And it's like when the news bring these things back up, you kind of get this great reset, new world order type of feeling, like the story that these people bring up is connected to the NWO. And they're trying to send you a subliminal message letting you know that it's connected. Maybe it's rules that the higher ups give these people because these people never actually tell you that what they can and cannot say. They just don't say it. They'll bring up these new news stories and you'll always get this vibe to it. It's just this feeling.